Chapter 6 in the Airvine University application course, we're going to discuss education. And education in this case is where you have students living in dorms. Typically that's in a college, although there are some prep colleges that might have dorms, but we're really focused on what the wave tunnel network can do for you in the dorms. Now, colleges also have large private venue spaces. They also need constant redimensioning of the network for those auditoriums or for those stadiums. But here we're going to focus more on the dorms. So if we look at the Airvine education value proposition, the challenge, the network, once again, you're going to hear this over and over again. Existing Cat 5, Cat 6 just either doesn't have the capacity, the performance, or the location that's needed today. Streaming, webinars, remote learning, IoT such as student tracking for safety, video security, door locks. All of these applications require a backbone capacity of 1 gigabit per second at a minimum. Wave tunnel will give you 1.5 gigabits per second with low latency out of the box. The challenge for these dorms in the education space, it has to cover the rooms, it has to cover the common areas, and it needs to cover the outdoors around the dorms for video security. The wave tunnel networks can be deployed anywhere. There is no cabling. Provide power, plug in the node, and make a connection. The problem with a lot of these existing education networks, most backbones are old, Cat 5, 100 megabits, and their 100 meters is the farthest that they can go. With the wave tunnel solution, gigabits up to 100 meters and more. And then we come to the last challenge, which is upgrading the cable is time consuming and expensive. With the wave tunnel, you can deploy the entire network in hours with no construction. So you might ask, what is driving the gigabits in this latest use case for the education? Why is it so different from when I went to school? Well, students these days in their dorm rooms are using streaming services. Well, we all do that. But that 4K Ultra HD can consume up to 25 megabits per second per student per device. Online gaming, we all know, we may wish that it wasn't so, but we all know that online gaming a lot of students spend a lot of time doing this. And it's not just bandwidth requirements for online gaming, but it's also latency is very, very critical. Some of the games that are being used out there, virtual reality and augmented reality, can use up to several megabits per second per student. Video conferencing and communication is an absolute must in today's education environment. You're going to be doing classes are going to be done on Zoom or on other video conferencing technologies, and the students are going to be calling home. So your basic video call is about 1.2 megabits per second, and an HD video call, 3.8 megabits per second. Social media, guaranteed there's going to be a lot of social media in those dorm rooms, and most of them are going to want to use the existing Wi-Fi network. To do that, mom and dad are going to be very upset if your cellular bill goes crazy because you've been using social media. That application for most students can be anywhere from 2 to 5 megabits per second for the video uploads and high resolution image viewing and all the sharing that's being done, video sharing, especially on social media. Music and video downloads, 5 to 50 megabits or more. And if you're looking for software updates, and a lot of these students are using advanced software applications as part of their studies, these can be from a few megabits per second to tens of megabits per second. What this does, it adds up to somewhere close to 100 megabits per second per student is the capacity that you're going to need to deploy and support throughout these dorms. So if you're an administrator or you're managing a dorm and you're hearing complaints from the students and the parents that this older dorm, while it's very beautiful and bucolic, just doesn't have the network it needs to support today's use cases, come talk to us. Come learn more from Airvine University and click on the link below, and we'll show you in more detail exactly how the wave tunnel solution can solve your issues.